Do you love movies? So do I. What's up, y'all? It's KB, and I love movies, inviting you to listen to The Conversation, a film podcast where passion meets perspective and opinion. From the old school to the new, I invite a guest on to discuss the movies that thrill us, challenge us, break our hearts, or even blow our minds. There's always new episodes dropping wherever you get your podcasts. So join the conversation. We don't just watch movies. We love talking about them too. The Conversation with KB Loves Movies, a part of Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Hello, this is Chris Haskell from They Live by Film. For those that don't know us, Adam, Zach, and I, we built a podcast over the last 2 years that's a combination of film discussion from 3 very different perspectives, as well as industry interviews with the leaders in boutique Blu-ray and 4K community. We started with Deaf Crocodile, but over time we've been lucky enough to speak with Arrow Video, Severin, Mondo Macabro, Vinegar Syndrome, Radiance, Indicator, most of the OCN partner labels. It's been a blast. You can find us wherever you podcast, and also actually recently as part of Someone's Favorite Production podcast network. We hope to see you online.
Hello there, I'm Chris Stashew.
I'm Mike White.
And this is Father Malone.
And we are the hosts of Dreams for Sale, a once-a-month look at the Twilight Zone 1985.
Television series, yes. That one.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do. We do it a lot.
We've been doing this for a few years now. Yeah.
God, haven't we?
Of course.
Well,
we're all long dead now.
That's right.
Perseus, of COVID-strained Perseus has killed all of us. The end, ladies and gentlemen. No, we're not talking
Omega
about
strain.
We're talking about the monkey strain. God. We're going to be talking about 2 episodes of the show. On the next episode, we're talking about 3, so that's how we're breaking up the 5. So if you're wondering why we're just talking about 2 here, that's why. We're talking about Many, Many Monkeys and Love is Blind.
A city hospital, 8 p.m. An unexpected visitor has just arrived, bearing unwelcome tidings. A disease so new the textbooks haven't recorded it. This, then, is its first case history, documented from the medical files of the Twilight Zone.
Many, Many Monkeys aired. It's like really hard to say that. Many, many monkeys, not many.
That's funny, Chris. I was going to say that you seem to really enjoy saying many monkeys.
Yeah, a lot. Many, many monkeys.
Many monkeys.
It sounds more like I'm saying many, many monkeys, like smaller
monkeys.
Smaller
like
monkeys.
Super tiny.
From Quaker Oats.
Many, Many Monkeys aired March 18th, 1989. It is once again directed by our good friend, Mr. Ryszard Bujalski. And it stars...
That's not how you pronounce his name.
The bit only works once. For those in the know. It's written by Bill Frogue, and it stars Karen Valentine.
Bill, because they're on first name basis. This is my old buddy Bill.
Bill.
Most people call him
Frogue.
William. I call him Bill.
I call him Bill.
Yeah.
Billy.
Billy boy.
It stars Carrie Valentine.
All right, fine. It stars Karen Valentine and Jackie Burroughs and Ken Pogue. And it's, what is it about? Well, what is it about?
Come on, man.
Isn't it about?
Give us the brass tacks.
It has,
here.
yeah, sure. So it's
many monkeys. People start going blind. There's there's an epidemic of sorts.
Stone cataracts on their eyes.
Never could happen. Yes, all the brand new glass contact lenses that are pure white. They have arrived at the CBS studios. No, I think it was digital actually. Yeah.
Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. When Karen Valentine gets it, she's not wearing any contacts.
This is true. Why would she?
Don't know. Super ultra cute Karen Valentine. We just talked about her on the North Avenue Irregulars episode of my show, and my goodness, she's well preserved in this. This is a few years later, and she's looking great.
She reminds me of Deborah von Valkenburg.
I can see that. Yeah. I don't get this whole thing. There's a epidemic of people going blind but they're trying to say it has something to do with the see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil thing. So why aren't people not able to speak or hear either? Seems like that would have gone
It's part
with
of the triumvirate, I believe.
Of the triptych, you can only pick one.
Oh, so everybody's just going blind. Okay.
Either you pick the Mother Mary, Jesus, or God. One of the three. You don't get all three. You only get one. It's lazy. That's why. I don't know. Because if you have the characters not being able to say anything, this show would completely shut down because dialogue is clearly its strong suit at this point. And without that, what would they do?
Yeah.
Boy, did I love the subtext as dialogue sequence where she talks about her husband and growing apart, and we've all grown apart, and that's what we're being punished, and that's what this is. That's what the story is about, folks. You at home, listen to me.
I don't understand how this was too upsetting to be on the original Twilight Zone. Like, really? I can't see that. Too grotesque. I'm sorry.
Grotesque.
Too grotesque. What a grotesquerie. Like, I don't understand either, because for best I can tell, this story does nothing with what it's given and goes nowhere and ultimately has nothing to say. At least not anything substantive.
Like, what's going on in the world? Like, globally, what's happening? Like, these characters aren't all that interesting. Like, that, what I was just decrying was a, like, last-minute ditch effort in order to, like, inject some character into this thing, because there was none. I mean, it was characters doing things, but nothing was sort of impactful. Like, there was no mystery necessarily. I mean, they were, like, trying to find out what was happening, but it wasn't that big a deal. Like, I don't know. It's
what's strange is, like you mentioned, Mike, they mention the outside world a little bit, but like what this seems like is that the steamed hams bit from The Simpsons, where it's like stone eye sickness in Los Angeles, localized entirely inside this hospital. Like there's no stakes, none, zero.
No. Give me some news reports. I want to see
pandemic, something.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, it's just this LA hospital where all these like rich old bastards are getting their eyes turned glazed over.
Season 2, the end of season 2 of Millennium. That's how you scare people with a pandemic in 22 minutes, 23 minutes. Like it easily could have been done here. Like, I don't know what angle they were sort of coming at, other than, and this is my problem with all sort of speculative fiction, like fantasy and sci-fi and everything, like, or the worst parts of it are someone has a good idea and then has no story or plot to back that idea up. And like this, I guess the idea is that we're all sort of blind to each other as humans. So we're being struck blind, and it makes you even meaner. Like, I get it, but like, and then what? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like, like Harlan Ellison's
going on a ride, folks.
Sorry, folks. We're zooming, literally. Harlan Ellison's got this story about urban dread called Bleeding Stones, where all the chemical and all the bitterness and all the angriness, like sort of has finally like coalesced and like brings gargoyles to life on a fucking
slime. It's a river of slime.
And it starts killing everybody. But no, like there's
well, that's
like
what you're talking about.
But it is what, like you said, Chris. Like there's absolutely zero stakes to any of this happening. It's just like a comment. Like, okay, great. Like, yeah, people suck. Good. You know who else sucks? People who waste my time on television programs while they're burning out to the fucking 100 episodes to get the syndication.
Well, that is the thing with this episode, is it doesn't have anything to say. And what's really sad is Bill Frog, the character from Dark Star, that's where Dan O'Bannon got the name. He's Dan O'Bannon's teacher, and look what Dan O'Bannon writes. And I would assume that the source material was much better. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, it's like you said, it's too grotesque. But what is? Human beings are terrible. Like, they knew that in the 60s. It's like they knew that,
right?
Not like anything gory or gross happens at all.
Nothing happens.
Yeah. It just feels
people sometimes have normal eyes, and then they have white eyes, and then they're angry.
Psychosomatic blindness.
Some people are not angry when they're blind; they're perfectly nice, and they come to console you. Who knows? I don't
get it.
This is very indicative of the late stage Twilight Zone '85 remake, the new Twilight Zone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no characters really. Like, I really wanted to latch on to the Karen Valentine character. I wanted to know more about Mrs. Reed, or maybe have Dr. Friedman be somebody, but they're nothing. They're absolutely nothing. And like Karen Valentine's character, I thought she should have started off nice and then turned mean, but she just seemed mean all the way through. And I didn't get it. I didn't get it. What they were trying to do. I feel like maybe the script, and I would have liked to have read the original script for this.
Yeah.
I just can't see this. I don't think it would have passed muster in the original Twilight Zone. I don't consider it too grotesque. I think they would have been like, yeah, Bill, that's real good. Thanks.
It's too grotesque because it wasn't very good.
Okay, I don't know the history. This was written for the original Twilight Zone, Rod Serling Twilight Zone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I can see
for the final season in '64, so it might have been sucky anyway.
Yeah. Well, I could see at the time them looking at just what we got and being like, "This is too disturbing."
Mm-hmm. It is truly. I am disturbed by this, but not for the reason.
In '64, like 20. Yeah. Well, 23 years later. Yeah. I don't know. Thank God we didn't get it at Night Gallery.
Oh. What I really want, I got to talk about more blind people, please.
Could we? Is that
I'm just
a possibility?
not satisfied with one blind person or many blind people. I need to see yet another blind person tonight, please.
Get another blind Canadian.
Yes.
Chris, make it happen.
Boy.
So yeah, let's talk about the next episode, Love is Blind.
The man behind the wheel is Jack Haynes, a long-haul trucker. On any other night, he'd be on the lookout for a good time. But that's changed. A lot has changed for Jack because of one overheard telephone conversation. He learned that tonight his wife is meeting another man here at the Mustang Bar. His name, unknown. The only thing Jack Haynes knows for certain is that tonight there's going to be murder at the Mustang, a little place 10 miles from town, and deep in the heart of the Twilight Zone.
Love is blind. That's a good one. That's a deep cut. This episode is directed by Gilbert M. Shilton, written by Cal Willingham, and it stars Ben Murphy and Sneezy Waters as the blind singer. And what is this episode? Well, a man is going to find his wife who's cheating on him, possibly, maybe. He has bad information, as they tend to in these stories. And there just happens to be a blind jazz singer, blues guitarist, playing the blues of love. And all of a sudden, the song, it's like that Dave Chappelle skit where Tupac's supposed to be dead, and Tupac starts talking about stuff that's happening in the skit. This guy's doing the same thing. He's like playing his guitar. He's like, and looking to my left, there's a guy drinking a beer. Whoa, what the fuck? The main character ends up realizing that the blind guy is singing a song about him. Oh, hilarity ensues. Yeah.
This one felt more like the 2019 version of Twilight Zone, and obviously that's not a compliment.
Wait, it isn't? I don't understand.
2019 wouldn't have used the magical disabled person, though.
That's true.
He has a name. It's Sneezy Waters.
Sneezy, yes.
Jesus Christ. Don't say it again.
Peter Hodgson. Yeah. It's a strange episode because this feels like Twilight Zone even more watered down than normal. Like, but I was talking to Father Malone last night when I watched this at 2 a.m. I was like,
oh boy.
Tales from the Crypt did this better. There is an episode of Tales from the Crypt that is eerily similar to the moment in this episode where his wife steps out in front and he shoots her, and it's like, oh, he's going to jail and you didn't learn your lesson and yada yada, and it was all a big mistake. There's a Tales from the Crypt episode that does the exact same thing and actually just ends there. Where it's like, and it turns out that we were trying to get you an anniversary gift in Tales from the Crypt. He kills his wife, and she's fucking pregnant. She was planning a pregnancy thing, and it's like, it's awful. It's horrifying.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
And this episode, it was, I think, our second favorite episode of the entire show.
No, it's actually my favorite.
Your favorite,
over Man Who's Death. Yeah.
Yeah, but this episode has that same moment, and then it decides to completely back out of it.
I agree. I thought the same thing while I was watching it. Like, here's the the exact same plot of a similarly themed anthology series that you and I have talked about, and that one did like literally everything right. The Tales from the Crypt one, and this one does literally everything wrong. It is the most. This is a radio drama, is what it feels like. There's nothing sort of cinematic or visual going on here. It's three people in a fucking room, and it's this guy who like okay, listen, I'm really not the guy who needs things explained when it comes to sort of genre entertainment. But what the fuck was going on here? I mean, that guy was a ghost, maybe, and he showed up to
weird, yeah.
Fucking like warn this guy. Like, is he from the future or the past? Like, is he a ghost or an angel or a devil? Like,
check yes to all
just
that may
showed
apply.
up here a couple hours ago, and he really takes that open mic night to heart. He's been playing for hours up there.
My God, and apparently he's on tour. Like, turn around the sun, trying to do. Oh, yeah,
it's the nose blowing tour with Sneezy Waters.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Blow the house down, old.
There was like a series of books in the 60s. It was about I forget the fucking name of it now, but it was like a guitar playing guy who he goes from town to town. It's like a series of novels. He would go to town to town, like solving, like the Incredible Hulk, kind of like, just solving.
A little Route 66-ish type thing.
Kind of thing, yeah, but it was always sort of supernatural tinge.
Oh.
And that's what this thing sort of felt like it was yearning towards this particular episode.
Mm.
Well, it feels like
it felt like a failed like a backdoor pilot for a series. Like, that at the end, that's what it felt like to me. Like, and now they're on the road together. Like,
right.
Just like
You're
Bill
going to take me to the next town. We're going to the next open mic night now.
Right, exactly. My friend seems weird, but I'm telling you, he's on the level.
Yeah. Let him sing a song about you. It'll be amazing.
Yeah. Just watch what he does.
When I get close, it sounds like thunder.
And like a lot of witty banter between them.
Right.
Because there was a bunch of witty banter in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
The wittiest. Well, that's the other thing about this episode. It somehow feels like a watered down Twilight Zone episode in and of itself. Like, what's the message here? What is the point?
Right. And to Father Malone's point, there's no bite to it. It could be that sticking the knife between your ribs and twisting, but instead it's like, oh no, you avoided that whole situation, friend. It's like,
this time's for real, boy.
Right.
You stole my story.
Yeah. And are they going to the next town, or is he just going to drive them straight to hell? I mean,
yeah, like, man,
you might have gotten away with it, but you had murder in your heart. In your heart. Your heart. Your heart.
Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, there it is. Oh, God. Wow, cowboy? Man, all right. Man, if you know what that's from, good for you. At this point, this show is completely devoid of anything that makes it the Twilight Zone. And it's just, it feels like if someone showed this to me without the bumpers and was like, what is this? Is this like, what anthology is this? I would be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking, science fiction power hour down at the local fucking, public access studio. Like, I don't know. Not the Twilight Zone.
Definitely not the Twilight Zone. I mean, maybe 60s Twilight Zone if Rod was like running out of ideas, like he had to have like another 700 scripts written, maybe. Right. But this one is like provocatively poor, like really bad. I did not like it.
I have to give credit where credit is due, and I really did like Sneezy's singing, and I read that he actually portrayed Hank Williams. I think it was both junior and senior, but definitely I could see him doing I think it's just senior. I could see him doing one hell of a senior. Because he could channel that. It sounded very Hank Williams Sr. to me.
Honestly, the worst part about this episode is that this musician is in it, and it's a waste of his time because he's clearly not bad. Frankly, neither is Brian Murphy. Not given much to do, unfortunately.
No.
That's kind of the issue now. Is I think we keep reiterating like nobody is given anything to do. Isn't that fun? Like
no stakes, everybody.
Zero.
Hey, here's a whole lot of plot and no story at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then they backed out of it right at the end. Just this whole thing was a dream. The last 15 minutes was a dream.
Skip it.
Skip it so hard. It's unfortunate, but not surprising.
Skip this blind episode. Turn a blind eye to it, if you would.
Double blindness. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
No.
Next episode I want to talk about.
So, on our next and final episode of Dreams for Sale, an idea started many moons ago. We're going to be talking about 3 episodes. Crazy as a Soup Sandwich, Special Service, and Father and Son Game. And wouldn't you guess it, Father Malone? We're going to get to close out the show with a Harlan Ellison episode.
Like poetry, it rhymes.
You're goddamn right.
And a J. Michael Straczynski episode.
Oh, thank God.
Right? Yay. So until then, where can people find you, Mike White?
You can find me over at the Projection Booth Podcast, which is available at projectionboothpodcast.com.
What about you, Father Malone? Where can people find you if they were looking?
If they're looking, check out fathermalone.com. That has links to all of the crazy shit I do, but primarily Dark Destinations, my podcast. It's a half-hour radio drama that I write and produce about once a month.
He produces it, folks.
I do.
We don't produce this. This is just us talking with some music laid over it. Give the man a listen, would you? It's good stuff.
Yeah, man. You know how long it takes me to find the right spooky laugh?
A long time.
A long time, man.
Well, someone go listen to that spooky laugh.
Yeah.
This man's busting his ass.
Do me a favor. Do me a flavor.
You've never heard that spooky laugh.
Yeah.
That's true.
But you will if you go over to fathermalone.com.
We were going to. What's going to happen?
I gave you another plug. Come on.
Yeah.
Fathermalone.com, did you say?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think I said?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, if you want to hear it, go to fathermalone.com.
Score. I got another one.
Look at that. Son of a bitch. He did it again. As for me, cstachiw.com, cstachiw.com. That's my link tree, all the things I work on. Been plugging it for like a year now, so that's where it is. Go there. And yeah, make sure to join us for the final episode of our trip into the Twilight Zone.
Hello and welcome to Tumbleweeds and TV Cowboys. My name is Hunter. In this podcast, I'll be joined by a different guest each week to discuss a classic Western movie or TV show. I've been a fan of classic Westerns for as long as I can remember, and in recent years, they've become very nostalgic for me. I love the aesthetic, the tropes, and I love seeing different filmmakers' takes on them. At their best, they're incredibly entertaining, rewatchable, and some of my all-time favorite movies are Westerns. We'll mostly focus on Western movies made in Hollywood, but we'll also be covering spaghetti Westerns, and one thing I'm very excited to get into are Western TV shows. I've got some amazing guests coming on the show, film professors, historians, and podcasters. And Tumbleweeds and TV Cowboys is part of the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network, and many guests on the show will be from other shows on the network. Thanks for listening.